no mistake. That's Obito Uchiha.
You can call me by that name if that's what you want, but it means nothing to me.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Trying to hold on, but you didn't even know. Wasted it all just to watch you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Naruto Shippuden episode 370. Now guys, in the last few episodes we were finally getting Madara's and Hashirama's backstory. This is OG Hashirama since when they were little boys, and yes, I was right, they were friends at first, but then their clans got in the way, and even then they got over it and created a hidden leaf village together, and they were supposed to rule together, but of course Hashirama was, you know, more accepted among the villagers, and he was deemed the Hokage. He wanted to name Madara the second Hokage, but Madara already knew. He saw how the wind was blowing in which direction, and that Tobirama was gonna be the second Hokage, so he decided to leave. Not because he wanted to be the second Hokage, but because he was ostracized. He was never gonna be accepted as one of them, even though he did everything, you know, he could to protect the hidden leaf and create everything they created. So in the end he went away, and then after a few years I suppose he returned and challenged Hashirama and tried to destroy everything they brought up together. So yeah man, that battle was insane. Kurama enveloped in that Susanoo, Madara's new Sharingan, and then Hashirama bringing up that 1,000-hand golem and going straight for him. Man, that's just insanity. But yeah, I'm not gonna prolong this that much. I suppose we're getting more of their backstory, how it all ended, and you know, so yeah guys, I'm gonna be jumping right into this. But before we do, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, ring that bell for notifications guys, follow me on Instagram, join my Discord server, and my Patreon page. Without further ado, man, let's jump right into this reaction. Let's go. 370. Was this the valley? Yeah, the final battle, right? With those monuments of them? Yeah, this was it, like Sasuke and Naruto.
This time you won't reach the other side.
Damn. Ooh. Wait, did Madara beat? Okay, he got back up.
Still standing. It is the opposite of last time.
The first step is to not give up on our ideals. And we're gonna have to get stronger too.
Let's build our settlement right here.
How, man? It is possible to show what's here, man, to each other. Hashirama already did it, you know? He was willing to kill himself in order to show Madara how much he wants this piece, man. And I thought that was enough. And then Madara, for a second there, he was on the right path, and then he just chose to leave. And man, what the hell, Madara? You were supposed to be on our side. If you were on our side, can you imagine how strong the hidden leaf would? Man, this is sad, because he did everything. I guess the only thing he could do more than that was to kill his own remaining brother, Tobirama. But you know, Hashirama would never do that, you know? So Madara at this point, and yeah, it's completely opposite from when they were fighting each other, because Madara was on the floor and Hashirama was left standing. Then that rock hit him, and it was kind of a tie, but not really. So yeah, this is, man, they built it together. What the hell? He stabbed Hashirama? It was a wooden clone, wasn't it?
A wood-style clone. I cannot believe my back was taken.
I will protect our... No, rather my...
Yeah, he was about to say, I will protect our dream, but rather my dream, because you gave up on it, man. You're now trying to destroy that dream. And didn't Madara say to Naruto that only his eyes are able to see the wooden clones? No, he told it to the 5 Kage. Like, only his eyes are able to see the fakes from the real one. So how the hell did he get caught off guard here? Was he not able to see it yet? I mean, because we know he survived this battle, right? Based on his story, he got old and all that. He got time to plot his revenge, and now he's back. Guys, what the hell is happening right now in Shippuden? This is gonna be insane, man. I don't know how all of this is gonna end, but it's gonna be epic, man. But
Whatever it takes. I won't forgive anyone who would dare to threaten
Yeah.
the village, be they friend, sibling, or even my own child.
so he is willing to kill his.
You have changed.
Yeah,
Hashirama.
you made him change.
You have got your priorities backwards. It will someday lead the village to darkness.
You got your priorities backwards? It will someday lead the village to darkness. He predicted it. Oh my god, yeah. Hashirama's resolve here was definite. He was like, no more games. I'm willing to sacrifice even my next kin. He actually tries to harm the village and the villagers, you know? Man, he set it all aside in order to watch over the present, meaning in order for there to be a future for the man. So well written, especially these backstories that explain, because ever since OG Naruto, we've been getting this, you know, valley where Hashirama and Madara fought, the great pillars of the Leaf Village and all that, the final valley, so to speak. And now we're actually getting the story. Since how many episodes? Like 400 episodes have passed in order for me to get this story. Man, you can be sure as shiz I'm gonna enjoy it. Let's go, man. Man.
Thus, my battle with Madara came to an end.
But he
I don't
survived.
have any idea how Madara returned to life now, but I know I definitely killed my friend. For the sake of the village that Madara and I envisioned in the beginning, is something that joined one clan to another. It protected the children, averted pointless conflict, and made peace a reality. However, it gave rise to darkness, the kind your brother Itachi was forced to bear.
Like Madara said.
Perhaps what Madara said was correct after all.
Exactly.
Maybe he foresaw this state of affairs.
So basically what he's saying, because Sasuke asked this question, what is a village? And he answered here, a village is pretty much a home that all clans, everybody that's different and, you know, identifies as different can come together and stay there, you know, it's peace. Because, yeah, we saw Hashirama's, Tobirama's, Madara's world. They were constantly fighting, bloodshed, children being murdered for nothing, man, you know? For honor, for like, where's the honor in that? But he created a village and let everybody in. We heard that Sarutobi clan joined and, you know, and now we know that the Nara clan and all that, like, you know, Akamichi, everybody came together. Clans that used to be so far from one another, conflicted, like they joined together, and that was the purpose of the village. But as Madara predicted, as Hashirama said, that brought on a darkness, but he feels a shinobi like Hashirama that was actually the one who created the village. That is also one of Sasuke's questions, what is a shinobi, you know? Hashirama, finds it acceptable for that darkness to exist in order to create this peace, or the illusion of peace. At least, like, it is better than what it used to be, because, man, at least children aren't dying in such an amount, and you know, it was a step forward, but yeah, of course, nothing is perfect. It's gonna have its flaws. But he is explaining himself, and I love how, did you see the animation? Everybody listening closely with respect to the OG, the one that made it all possible, you know? Minato, Hiruzen, Sasuke, everybody. And Sasuke's not even batting an eye. He's just staring at him, you know? Not even, like, no expression, nothing. He's just thinking, processing. So I'm really looking forward to see what the hell is Sasuke gonna do after Hashirama explains all of this. But he's doing it so well right now. I'm enjoying it. Let's continue.
So shinobi are defined as those who endure
Yeah.
in order to achieve their goals.
Like Itachi, man.
About this plan of Madara's that Orochimaru mentioned, to erase all the shinobi in the world, I don't know what that means in literal terms.
The infinite Tsukuyomi, where village shinobi, everything is irrelevant, to nullify everything. My older brother, Madara's little brother, and all of you have striven to protect.
Not only that, everything they died for would have been erased like it never happened. So that kinda, disrespects them in a way, especially Itachi. Man, that boy lived a cruel life, sacrificed everything he ever had for the village, for Shinobi, for Sasuke, and now Madara's gonna make it like that never happened. He lived through that. He sacrificed, So that's kind of disrespectful. Sasuke can't side with Madara. I understand the appeal of infinite Tsukuyomi. Like I said, I still don't know what my perfect world would look like, but it is an interesting concept. It is, I have to admit it. But yeah, that would pretty much erase everything everybody ever died for and fought for and, achieved. Because it would all be irrelevant. So that's very interesting. I'm really looking forward to hearing what Hashirama thinks of Madara's perfect world and plan and... Sad soundtrack. Look at all the legends in one room, man.
It turns out, my brother inherited your will without you ever having exchanged words with him.
Yeah, man! Exactly!
We must plan our strategy very carefully.
We're in a race against time here. We ought to strike them preemptively.
The Uchiha are comrades in arms. I would like to use words first before violence. Itachi, buy me as much time as you can.
See, he doesn't... I talked with some of you in the Discord and in the comments and on Instagram about this. Yeah, I tried to figure it out and I was like, maybe Itachi could have avoided all of this if he just, convinced his clan to move out and then, But yeah, some of you told me, yeah, but eventually the Uchiha would try to attack the Hidden Leaf again, and that would cause chaos within, and the rival villages would use that opportunity to attack and try to invade and all that. So this was really political to a T, man. It was really, really difficult to manage all of this. So that's why it required so much conspiracy and all that, and yeah, Danzo really was a necessary evil. I know Danzo is a very hated character, man. Even I don't like him that much, but yeah, he was a necessary hero for sure, man. I even asked you guys on a community post on my channel, do you think Hiruzen had a soft spot for Danzo? They were childhood friends, of course he did, but Danzo was a necessary evil, and I believe that Hiruzen realized that. He saw that. As they explained the difference between Anbu and the Foundation, the Anbu sit out in the light and eat, while the Foundation has to hide in the darkness. Because, yeah, it's not easy running one of the biggest villages out there. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
He stood between the village and the clan amid their strife.
Yeah.
Compared to yours, our pain will be over in an instant.
That's so true, man.
But I'm still proud of you. You are truly a kind child.
A kind child?
Who was able to kill someone that powerful? Do you know?
His little brother Sasuke, apparently. Poetic that someone who killed his clan got taken down by his own kin.
Need I remind you Itachi's own words? The only one who can judge me is a member of my own clan, Sasuke. Itachi planned all of that, even his own death. Sasuke didn't kill him. He was already on his last legs, but he made it so that Sasuke was the last one he fought. Because he was the one to judge him, nobody else. Only he could understand. Man, this is so much... Itachi... The way they wrote his character, bro, it's heartbreaking, man. Can you imagine what he had to go through emotionally, man? Such a young child, we saw that even at the age of 11, he was a badass, man. He was ready for anything. He was on that level mentally, man. He could understand, even at the age of 11. He could understand and think on Hokage's level. Even Hiruzen said it. This boy really... In order to create peace within the village, he sacrificed his own clan, mother, father, everything. I mean, I know we already went through this, but every time they remind me of that, I just keep thinking, man, can you imagine? And then he kept on living in order to keep an eye on the Akatsuki with all of that. Like his pop said, man, compared to yours, our pain will be over in an instant.
Yeah, well, it serves him right after all the atrocious stuff he did. Not only did he join the Akatsuki, but he also attacked the Leaf.
He killed his own clan and endured being branded a rogue ninja. Yet he kept watch over the group that wanted to harm the Leaf.
Damn.
Even in death.
I'm Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf once again.
Damn. His resolve.
My brother endured longer and harder than you. Ironic, the one who understood you the most was a shinobi from the
Uchiha clan, yeah!
One of my subordinates was Kagami Uchiha, a man a lot like your brother.
Yeah.
Second Hokage. I thought that you hated the Uchiha.
That's not the whole truth.
Kagami was, right? He was with Hiruzen and Danzo in their platoon, right? Oh my god, so, yeah, he was... Some of you told me that it was theorized that Kagami was Shisui's dad or something like that. Man, let's hear.
Whatever clan they belonged to, if someone posed a danger to the village, I viewed them with extreme caution. There have been several Uchiha, like your brother and Kagami, who could transcend the boundaries of the clan and devote themselves to the village. Elder brother's naivete and the potential risk that Madara posed. It was my role as second Hokage to mediate between the two of them.
Shisui Uchiha was a descendant of Kagami Uchiha.
So you guys were right! Oh, so he was a descendant. I don't know if he was his pops or maybe, you know, but yeah, they were okay. Yeah. You guys, man, listen. I love the second Hokage. He's very strict and he doesn't care. He says what's on his mind. And he, you know, and yeah, Hashirama was a bit naive. Madara did pose a threat and he fortified the village. And yeah, the concept of village was created in order to erase the division that the clan represented. You know, I'm from this clan, you're from that clan, therefore we're not the same, we need to fight. You know, all of this can actually be put into our real world, and yeah, you get what I'm getting at. But yeah, this is so well done. And like Tobirama said, man, it proved to be harder than we thought. And of course it is, man. Let's continue.
And he was a friend of your older brother, Itachi. There have been many, including myself, who inherited Lord First's will of fire. But perhaps I was the most naive shinobi of them all. I couldn't maintain Lord Second's village building skillfully enough. It seems that I failed miserably time and time again as the Hokage. Even the things that led to the current circumstances are in part my responsibility.
However, I am the one who died during the Ninetales attack. You had such high hopes for me as Hokage, and yet I couldn't live up to them.
Sasuke's looking at Naruto's pops. He's looking at Naruto's pops, probably thinking, damn, this boy looks like Naruto. Man, I'm just tearing up at this point. Yeah, Hiruzen just took all the blame, took all the responsibility. That's why I love this boy, man. Hiruzen was wise, even wise enough to see his own mistakes. And you guys, a lot of you hate him. I know you think he's useless. You think he was a trash Hokage, but he did his best, man. He was only human. And yeah, he did end up burdening Danzo with all the dark stuff because he couldn't take it up on himself. And Danzo ended up being the most hated, you know. So yeah, Danzo in the end did kind of, I mean, he didn't redeem himself, but he did actually say that he was doing everything for the village, you know. So all the atrocious shit that kind of backfired, he was doing, man, the end doesn't justify the means, but he did try to, they all possessed the will of fire. It's just like Lord Second says, it turned out to be more difficult than we thought. You know, it wasn't that easy, man. There were too many, life stood in the way. Life stood in the way like it always does, man. Things don't go according to what we plan, and that's how all this happens, man. But I love how they're all taking responsibility. Hokage were humble, man. Even though they're such powerhouses, man, look at them. These guys are insanely strong, all of them, and they're just, you know, taking the blame from each other and kind of, man, but yeah, they are explaining everything, so I'm loving this.
And to think I was skipped over in favor of you. We were all so disappointed. Now then, Sasuke, what next?
Oh!
Will you crush the village? Or...
Because you and I are flesh and blood, I'm always going to be there for you, even if it's only as an obstacle for you to overcome.
Bruh, honestly, you gotta love the writing, you know? Because, sorry Sasuke, not now, later, and now he's dead, and there is no more later, you know? So Sasuke's hurting, but he's also old enough and wise enough to understand where Itachi came from. And the words that he spoke here, I'm always gonna be there for you, even as an obstacle for you to overcome. That was Itachi's way of making Sasuke get stronger. And in the end, he said, you know, no matter what you do, man, I will love you always. And if you remember that brief conversation between Itachi and Shisui and Itachi's dad in front of the whole clan, Fugaku said, in the end, the Uchiha are gonna be the ones who decide the future of this village. And I said it in my reaction. You have no idea how right you were, because Itachi was pretty much the one who decided everything. And now, even now in his death, he's gonna be the deciding factor, man. Sasuke is gonna make this decision whether to destroy the Hidden Leaf or, I assume, go help Naruto, because that would be OP. There's no way these Hokage are here and not going to go and help, man. Come on, Hashirama against Madara again? I need to see that. I need to see that. But as I was saying, Itachi is gonna be again the deciding factor, because Sasuke is taking only him into the calculation, and you know, he's gonna base his response around Itachi and how he lived, and whether it's right to go against Itachi's beliefs after all of this he just heard. Because Itachi wasn't the only one. Like, throughout generations, there were people that sacrificed, you know, themselves in order to push for this one goal, for this one dream, the Hidden Leaf, the united front of all clans and all that. So is it really up to Sasuke to destroy all of that? All of their dreams, everything they fought for, everything they died for. That's what Sasuke's thinking. And again, Itachi's on his mind, man. You gotta love it.
Even if you do hate me, that's what big brothers are for. You're not even worth killing. Foolish little brother. You're still too weak. You don't have enough hate. And you know something? You never will.
Man.
And whatever you do from here on out, know this. No matter what, I will love you always.
I'm going to head to the battlefield. I won't let the village and Itachi become nothing.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! I knew it!
It's decided. Tobirama, prepare to fly us outside.
I'd love to use Flying Raijin, but I'm bound right now.
Orochimaru, was it? What will you do now?
I believe you said earlier you'd stay with Sasuke, didn't you?
Come on!
Of course.
That's my boy!
I shall accompany him.
Jugo, are you now or never?
So it really was you, huh, Sasuke? You sensed your death and I could hardly believe it, so I backtracked here and look what I find!
They're back. They're back! And I'm guessing they're gonna get a new name now. They're not Heavy anymore, as my boy said it, bro. This is epic. I teared up out of excitement this time, man. My boy. Hashirama, Tobirama, Minato, Hirose, Sasuke. Everybody's going there. Even Karin. Man, they're done. They're done, man. I understand that Madara's enhanced and has both Hashirama powers and Madara's powers, but come on. Aside from Hashirama, we also have Minato. We also have the three other OP Hokage, Sasuke, and Orochimaru. And we also have Naruto, Kakashi, and everything. Man, come on! You can't tell me this is not hype. Bro, I was not... Okay. Yeah, that was the answer I was expecting. There's no way they're gonna summon these 4 legendary powerhouses here and not use them in battle. No freaking way. No freaking way. The way he said it. I'm not gonna let my brother Itachi's actions go to waste, be in vain, you know, be forgotten. That's why I'm doing this, man. And my boy's sticking with his boy. Oh, this is great. This is great.
Karin. Oh my. So many of my best experiments all gathered here in one place.
I'm sorry, Karin.
Everything's forgiven.
You think an apology will get you off the hook for what you did to me?
Karin, you need therapy. Like, take it, like, really, you need therapy.
Yes, listen, Lord Orochimaru! Sasuke had the gall to stab me! You believe that?
Me too, dear. Quite a coincidence. Now I'm cooperating with Sasuke.
He's like, me too, dear. What a coincidence. He stabbed us both. I love it. And I love how she's still calling him Lord Orochimaru. They're all calling him Lord Orochimaru, except Sasuke. He's like, Orochimaru. I love it. The respect.
This is perfect. You can come help us too.
What? Well,
Wow.
I guess I have no choice.
Orochimaru, why have you decided to cooperate with Sasuke now?
Look at my boy.
You've been trying so hard to destroy the village.
After spending time inside Kabuto, I have come to realize something. He copied me, tried to possess everything, and failed. Now I'm curious about the different paths Sasuke has chosen.
My fellow Hokage, from atop these great stone faces watching over the leaf, let's burn this view of the village into our eyes.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, they're both able.
Finally meet my son.
Oh my
Naruto.
God!
We will defeat you.
Hell yeah!
It's foolish, I know, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing a familiar old friend. There's always conflict, no matter what the
Damn!
end. This shall be the end of wars. Let's go!
Each of them on their own stone statues, bruh! Let's go, man! I'm hyped. We're jumping right into the next episode. Hell yeah, man! The way they were just flying! They were flying, man! They're gonna arrive there in an instant. Both second Hokage and Minato can use the flying Raijin. They can go there, man. I don't know, they don't have the kunai knife there. But, I mean, Minato still has the mark on Obito, right? If I'm bro, can you imagine they all teleport behind Obito and stab that boy and be like, okay, you're done. Man. Whew. I'm a loss for words, bro. The hype! I knew Sasuke was gonna make the right decision, man. I love Sasuke, I love my boy, I love all the previous Hokage, man. Oh. Did you hear them? Did you hear them? Minato's like, I'm finally gonna meet my son, man. I'm finally gonna meet my son. Hashirama was like, man, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Madara again, a familiar face. Even Hiruzen came to my boy, his best pupil, the one he really loved and looked to as his own son. He was like, why did you decide to help us? Even though you spent years trying to destroy the Hidden Leaf. My boy's like, I'm curious about the new path that Sasuke chose because, like Kabuto, this boy did try to copy me. Hell yeah, bro! I'm telling you, man, this is too much hype in one episode, but I ain't gonna prolong this that much. We're gonna be jumping right into the next one, but this is all I have for you today. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you in the next one. Hell yeah, man! Bye, guys. I love this.